Good afternoon. For the third time, this is JC, and I'm bringing you another article from The Hill. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but this just pisses me off down to the bottoms of my feet. These motherfuckers are just trying to screw everything up. And it says the DOJ investigation into Berkeley's Turning Point protest sends warning to other colleges. The Trump administration, long critical of the way colleges handle campus protests, is sending a clear warning after multiple arrests were made outside of a Turning Point USA event this week. That's that fucking dumb, dead-ass Charlie Kirk's event. Thank God we don't have that son of a bitch around. He's right where he belongs and right where he should be. And we need to stop these Turning Point events, and so don't stop going out and protesting them because of this. Department of Justice swiftly announced an investigation after an anti-fascist demonstrations gathered at the University of California, Berkeley against the last Turning Point stop of its college tour, which had begun with the event where the group's founder, Charlie Kirk, was assassinated. Thank God. I'm glad he's gone. I don't want anybody to die, but there are certain people who have to die to pay for their sins. And some of them are still alive, and they need to die too to pay for their sins, the motherfuckers. And I'm not going to mention any names, but they need to go too. The administration has repeatedly cut or frozen federal funding of schools that it feels have failed to keep the peace, and the first major protest of the academic year offered its clear contrast. University long seen as one of the most liberal in the country, an advocacy group the president backs wholeheartedly. After 3 people were arrested during a protest where fights were breaking out and demonstrators chanting no Trump, no KK, no fascist USA, fuck you dead homie, and they're talking about Kirk. Yeah, fuck you Kirk. And it said the university condemned the use of violence or intimidation to prevent unlawful expression or free speech, and said the arrests were made by the city, and that's Berkeley, police. In a statement, Berkeley said it was working with local and federal authorities on the matter. Yeah, with federal authorities. Experts say it's too early and not enough details are known. But what Trump is doing, I'm not going to read anymore. He's trying to stifle your right to protest by threatening universities with pulling their federal funding. And same thing he did with DEI. If the universities didn't drop their DEI programs, then he's going to pull the federal funding. Well, I'm a graduate of the University of Missouri, Columbia, and I called up the president of the university and reamed his, I couldn't get to the president, but I reamed his assistant over the coals because the University of Missouri pulled their DEI program because of Trump's threats. And they're a bunch of cowards. And I'm ashamed that I came from a cowardice university. I know I'll have to cut that out. But at least they ought to, if I were the president of a university and they threatened to take my funds away, I'd stand up and I'd go right up to see Trump and I'd give him the finger right to his face and say, fuck you, president. And probably get arrested, but I'd say it. I'd do it if I were the president of a major university. You can take my money away, but you're not taking the rights of my students to protest on my campus. This is motherfucking bullshit. And you can tell I'm mad, can't you? I'm so fucking mad I could cut the feet off of somebody I know. And he's walking around with cankles. Fuck his goddamn ass. The low-life son of a bitch loser. He backs off of everything. Big tough guy tries to think he starts wars, tries to think he stops wars, and the motherfucker backs down as a loser every fucking time. Just ask Putin. Putin's just walked all over him and turned in a loser. That's all there is. Okay, this is JC. I've said enough. Fuck you, Trump. And fuck any university that lets Trump intimidate them like the University of Missouri did. I'm ashamed to go back to that campus. So this is JC, St. Louis's oldest living hippie, saying to all my friends, family, and loved ones, Pax Amor, Jack. Keep on trucking.